And Chrissy, don't forget, if you're ever in Toronto, come see me. I can recreate this for you. Or I can show you all the amazing Thai restaurants in town. Or we can just hang out. Hi guys, and welcome back to my kitchen. Today we are going to be making Chrissy Teigen's green papaya salad. Now technically it's Pepper Thai's green papaya salad, Chrissy's mom. I'm a huge Chrissy fan. I love her cookbooks. Not sponsored, obviously, but I do have both of those. She really gives a great fun approach to cooking, and it teaches you that cooking doesn't have to be scary, it doesn't have to be complicated, have fun with it, and she simplifies her recipes down. Now, a few weeks ago on Instagram, she actually had an Instagram story, I'll insert it somewhere in here, where she was showing a simplified version of the green papaya salad that's actually in her first Cravings cookbook. So I'm following that one today. I've never made this recipe before, but I do love mango salad and I love Thai food, so I'm dying to give this a try. So quickly we'll go through all of the ingredients that we're using today. We're gonna get started right away. This should be a really quick, simple, fresh dish that we're doing. In fact, today there's not any cooking. I'm not using my stovetop at all, so it's not really cooking with Kaylie. It's a bit more like chopping with Kaylie for today. So let's get started. We'll run through everything and then we'll start chopping. The few things that we're gonna need is some garlic, about 2 limes that we're going to half and then maybe even quarter just to get the extra juice out, 3 to 4 Thai chilies, just depending on how spicy you like it, a few grape tomatoes or cherry tomatoes is what Chrissy used in her recipe, some palm sugar. This one just comes in a little block. And then of course we're gonna be having our green papaya. The last thing that we're gonna have is a little bit of fish sauce. So this is going to add in some saltiness to the salad and give it a little bit of balance. And then for equipment, we just need a solid chef's knife and a mortar and pestle. If you're making this dish for the first time, like I am, there are a few different ingredients in here that may be a little harder to find. The first one being green papaya. Depending on where you live, if you have an Asian supermarket around, you might be able to find it. If not, in the cookbook, I took a look and Chrissy suggests that you could actually substitute in green beans and you'll get a really similar flavor profile. Another ingredient, this one is actually new to me, is palm sugar. So the palm sugar that I was able to find in my Asian supermarket looks like this. It comes in a block. I was trying it out earlier to figure out what it's similar to. Palm sugar has a similar taste to if you mix molasses and brown sugar together. So it still has those granules the same way that brown sugar does, but it has a richer taste like molasses. The last thing that could be new to you is fish sauce. Fish sauce is not super fishy in taste, but it is very salty. So it's gonna add in that sodium and balance out the rest of the different flavors that we have in the dish. What I'm gonna do right now is peel the garlic, cut the limes probably in halves and then in quarters, just so I can get as much juice out as possible, and then move those things over to my mortar and pestle. The big thing that I'm tackling today is learning how to peel, de-seed, and finally chop up the papaya so it's ready for the salad. Now, Pepper Thai, Chrissy's mom, chops up her papaya in a very impressive way, and I'm hoping that I can do it justice and try it out. The way that I saw Pepper Thai cut up her papaya, she very ambitiously was using a butcher's knife, so larger than this, and hacking into it like this, over and over again, trying to make vertical slices. The idea is to do that all the way around the outside, and then taking your knife, you can shave those off onto whatever dish you're using to collect it. Let's try it out and see how it goes. As I'm chopping, I am starting to notice that the center is getting a little bit more squishy. So that lets me know that the meat of the papaya, I've almost gone all the way through. I'm getting close to the center where the seeds are. I don't care to admit how much of a mess this method is making. We have our mountain of green papaya here. So now it's time to start to assemble what is sort of like the sauce or the dressing of the salad. So I'll put this over to the side and get the rest of the things ready to go. Like I said earlier, I'm using palm sugar that comes sort of in this small brick. In the recipe, in our Insta story, it only calls for about a tablespoon. So I'm gonna do my best to cut off a piece of this, and then we'll use that for the recipe. That's probably more than I'm going to need, but I want to err on the side of caution. That way I can wrap this up and make sure that it doesn't go bad, and then I'll just have a little bit extra if need be. So now with all the ingredients that are left, it's time to place those ones in the mortar and pestle. It didn't say to cut anything any finer, so I'm gonna put everything in whole the way that it is right now, and then we're gonna mix everything together. Now obviously, this is adorable, my precious little tiny bamboo mortar and pestle. It's definitely not gonna fit in everything that we need. The green papaya is not gonna fit in here, but I am gonna use this to at least mash up the other herbs and aromatics. That way, then I can transfer that to a bowl and finish up the recipe with the green papaya added as well. Okay, here we are. I feel like this is one of the quickest recipes I've ever made here. I'm very excited to dig in. One of my favorite things about this dish is just the way that it looks. It's so crowd pleasing. It's so vibrant with all the different colors, flavors, smells, textures. Everything looks amazing in here. So let's dig in and try this one out. That is so good. Thank you, Chrissy. Oh my goodness. That's really good. Now I use 4 Thai chilies. I love heat, and this one is actually quite spicy just with 4. So if you don't want something as spicy, maybe cut down to 1 or 2. It all depends sort of how much you grind them up in your mortar and pestle as well. I kind of went really hard at it because I wanted to make sure the seeds were exposed and they had that nice flavor in there. But there is such a good balance, so don't be scared by the spice. The papaya has such a nice crunch to it. I said earlier that I really like mango salad, and sometimes when you get that, when the mango is so ripe, it's just so soft to bite through. I do like it when it's like this. If the mango was a little bit underripe, or if you're using green papaya, it has a little bit of crunch, which is really, really nice. And it adds a lot of texture to this. I really think this would be an excellent summer dish. If you're going to a barbecue or a potluck, or if you're entertaining and having people over, it's really quick to make. You could even make it in front of people and it looks pretty impressive. And it's such a unique flavor that not everybody makes at home. Pepper Thai, I hope that I did you proud. And Chrissy, don't forget, if you're ever in Toronto, come see me. I can recreate this for you, or I can show you all the amazing Thai restaurants in town, or we can just hang out and do whatever. Thank you guys for joining me in my kitchen today. It was really fun. I got to learn alongside you. There's no better place to learn than in my kitchen. Let me know what you want to see me make next, and let me know what you want to learn how to make. It doesn't have to be something that I've made before. Just like today, it could be absolutely brand new. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye.